All right. Um, okay. I don't know about the field of like musicals, but uh, I never heard numbered being used here. Oh, oh, they do call it number. Okay, then it is a jargon, specialized jargon. Oh, strange. Why don't they just call it musical? If you're just listing, oh wait, this. Ah, okay, so it's like an act within a much longer, like multi-hour musical. But I don't. Is that what number means? That explanation from Korea Times didn't make sense. Let's see if there's something else. Uh, okay. So I guess this is the musical and this the number, right? Okay. 내가 좋아하는 뮤지컬 넘버. I wonder if we can take out 배들 here. 내가 좋아하는 뮤지컬. I guess it's okay. Okay. So, comma here. Okay, this definitely should not be a comma, it should be a period. Uh, hmm. I don't think a comma fits here. There need to, I think the explanation that follows will need to be a little bit longer in order to justify a comma. I think we just go without the comma. Put an here. 그리고 스트레스 때문에 잘 I think just saying 잠들 수 없어요 still conveys what you're trying to say. Now, this is not a very long sentence. And like even the 그리고 feels a little bit superfluous. So I think 요즘 밤 2시까지 no, it's not 밤. 새벽. 새벽 2시까지 공부하고 공부하면서 스트레스 때문에 잠이 잘 안 와요. Yeah, 잠들 수 없어. 잠들다 sounds passive. Well, 잠이 온다 is also not quite active. But 잠들 수 없, this expression sounds very literary, like it belongs in literature. And I think it would be a better fit if the whole sentence was more aesthetic. But this is a very bare bones sentence structure, which makes the 잠들 수 없다 a little bit not quite fitting because of that. So that's why I moved it for 잠이 잘 안 와요. Not incorrect. All right, 원래부터 Okay. So I liked musicals before I started liking Korean musicals, but I didn't know Korean musicals. So there's a lot of like ideas kind of crammed into this sentence. 뮤지컬을 좋아했지만. I'm wondering if this should be 평소에 or 원래부터. I think in order to use the 원래부터 structure here, we need something equally as long towards the later half of the sentence, but it's not. It's a very short second half of the sentence. So that's why I think it would be better fit to use 평소에. 평소에도. Wait, okay, so this sentence is a bit strange because you have a but or however here, and it connects the first piece with the second piece. So when we have the but here, the second piece should be fully explained within itself, but it's not. Like you're saying, I didn't know musicals, but well, so I think the but needs to actually go here in the beginning of this sentence, because this is the however that you have going on here as a cause and effect relationship. I really liked musicals, but I didn't know Korean musicals. But then I heard my Korean musical and it was so good, I was shocked. So that's what this is going for. So it's like a dual but structure because this but is talking about how I knew musicals in general, but not the ones in Korea. Let's see. 원래부터 뮤지컬들을 at least we need a 그런 느낌. No comment. 원래부터 뮤지컬을 좋아했지만 한국 뮤지컬은 I'm not very knowledgeable in the music field, so I'm not sure what will be the right connectives here. But I think it will need to be like this. 한국의 뮤지컬은 잘 몰랐어. Even though 잘 makes it sound like you knew a little bit, putting it here makes the sentence flow more naturally because saying 한국의 뮤지컬은 몰랐어요 makes it apparent how the sentence is lacking the subject, as in like the carrier of the action, which is in this case is I. It's I, and just putting 몰랐어요 makes it too clear that I is missing. So just to soften up that lack, I'm gonna put the 잘 here. It flows better. 한국의 뮤지컬은 모르다. 잘 몰랐어요. I wonder if there need to be a different verb being used here. Well, let's leave it. Let's leave it now. 그런데 2달 전에 유튜브에서 옥주현 씨가 Okay, there's some connectives here that mixed up. 옥주현 씨가 한국어로 나는 나만의 것을 부르는 것을 듣고 깜짝 놀랐어요. Okay. Now, I want to put YouTube here. 그런데 2달 전에 옥주현 씨가 한국어로 부르는 것을 유튜브에서 듣고. There we go. That's a more natural placing the information where people feel curiosity towards the information. 듣고 깜짝 놀랐어요. Okay, 보다 is comparative, and if you're just gonna say different, you cannot use the comparative. This comparative needs to go where something is like better than the other one or louder, you know, something that's quantitatively different. So if you're gonna say it's better, then you could use 보다. But if you're gonna say it's different, then we would say 원곡과 원곡과 다른 느낌도 있고. You know, 다른 feels lacking here because I think what you're trying to say is very fresh. It's like a very fresh, like a new and good. You're not merely saying, oh, it's different, but it's like new and good. So I would say 색다른 느낌도 있고, 배우의 목소리도, 배우들의 목소리도 너무 좋았어요. It's actors, not 가수. Oh, I guess it's musical. Okay. 배우 색다른 원곡과 색다른 느낌도 있고, 원곡과 if you're gonna use 색다른, I need to correct myself here. If you're gonna use 색다른 here, I think 과 no longer applies. I think you say 원곡과 비교해. Okay, that's better. 원곡과 비교해 색다른 느낌도 있고 배우들의 목소리도 너무 좋았어. 그날 Okay, so if you're gonna use 그날부터, I think the sentence that needs to end the sentence needs to be 듣기 시작했어요. 듣기 시작했어요. So we could use that. We could say 그날부터 많은 수많은 넘버를 듣기 시작했어요. So that'll be one way to say this. Another way you could say this is 그날 이후 수많은 넘버를 can we preserve the 듣고 있어요 now? 그날 이후로 I'm not sure if there's any way you can keep the present participe. How do you say that? But I don't think you can do this. 듣고 있어요. 그날 이후로 수많은 넘버를 들었어요. Now this is a little bit lacking, so I think we should have a 찾아서 들었어요. Here we can take out the 수. 그날 이후로 많은 넘버를 Okay. Now this is weird. 그날 이후로 한국 뮤지컬 넘버를 찾아서 들었어. It still feels a little bit weird. Let's modify by this. 아이고. 듣기 시작했어요. 넘버를. Okay. You know, this is a little bit strange because you're saying this gives me strength, but you started off the story saying I had trouble sleeping. So shouldn't these pieces help you sleep? Oh, wait, this is how you discovered it because you're having trouble. Is that what's going on here? Is that why this sentence is here? Because you're like having trouble. Wait, but you're saying it's recently. I'm so confused. Because if 2 months ago you're having trouble sleeping and you're spending time on YouTube listening, and then that's how you discover this Korean musical pieces, then this whole thing would like flow seamlessly. But the insomnia is recent, and then we're talking about the musicals, and we never went back to the insomnia piece. So this is a little bit strange. Like at the very least, I feel like they should be like, oh, this helped me relax or something. But you're saying this give me strength. And I'm like, what? How is that related to this? Is it like, is this, did we give up on this like foreshadowing and like, interesting. Actually though. You know, I think the connection with this first sentence went out the window starting with this sentence. Because there was no reference ever since we went like, well, from the beginning or whatever. So let's just ignore this. We're gonna ignore this sentence. We're gonna leave it here and just ignore it, and just we're gonna pretend that this is sentence that just touches on the two topics as free association. It's kind of that. So okay, so they give me strength. Okay, so this is not a very common expression. You don't normally express this way. And even in English, I don't think you normally say like music gives me strength. Like I could say, I think you could say like a music pumps me up. Is that what you're trying to say here? If it pumps me up and like puts me in a good mood, like energetic. Oh, energetic. Okay, now wait. So do you listen it so you can stay up better without falling asleep? Is that what's, maybe that's what's going on. No, wait. This person doesn't like the fact that they're not sleeping. Okay. But maybe this sentence is there because the writer's trying to say, I'm having a hard time with life. I need to like stay up late. And also, I don't want to stay up late, but because of stress, I can't sleep well. So I'm having a hard time. And these things are helping me. In Korean, I think the trendy thing to say is be like healing. Healing? Okay. So, you know, I would make this a full sentence because it sounds a little bit weird. Full sentence describing what these songs do to me, and then listen. Because nothing here is, there's this very sudden transition and it's a little bit confusing. So I'll show you the 요즘 한국 뮤지컬 멤버를 계속 들으면서 힐링을 받고 있어요. 요즘 그 최애곡은 이겁니다. 최애곡 is a internet neologism, it's a slang. I think it's a good fit for this. Now I will make this into a like a list format. So what happened here? Okay, so I've never seen using nim for this, but I'm just gonna assume it's something that happens in the musical field. Yeah. Okay. All right. There we go.